Hey guys, Billy here. I'm a gladiator hunter and this season I've been top 300 in 2v2 and top 200 in the RBG bracket. And in this video I'm going through my macros and keybinds to explain why I've bound my keys where I did and general tips on key bindings. I hope you enjoyed the video and comment down below which are your favourite keybinds. And as always, you can subscribe for more hunter content. You can also catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Billybobbs and I'll put the link in the description. I also now have a Discord server and a link to that will also be in the description. I hope you enjoy the video. So firstly, I'll go over the macros which I use for targeting. Mouse wheel up will target myself, as so. Shift mouse wheel up will target the party 2, and control mouse wheel up will target the third party member. Then for setting my target for the enemy, I use Shift 1, which is the first arena target, Shift 2 for the second, and Shift 3 for the third. And then to set focus, I do it in a very similar way to how I target my friends. I do mouse wheel down, targets the first person, shift mouse wheel down, targets the second person, and control mouse wheel down, targets the third person. To set the keybinds for setting focus on the enemy, what you do is you press the game menu, go to keybinds, go to targeting, you scroll down and then you will see focus arena enemy 1, and then you can change it here. It doesn't really work in a macro, so you need to do it through this. However, you can use macros for the others and I will link them down below, and I'll also show you them. For the mouse wheel up ones, so targeting my friends, I've got target equals party 1, exactly the same for the other one, and then for yourself you've got target player. And then for targeting enemies you have target arena 1, target arena 2, and then target arena 3. If you're only playing 2s, then you won't need to target friendly 3 or enemy 3 because there's only 2 people in the arena. For stunning, I have 5 different macros. I've got control 1, control 2, control 3, control 4, and shift A. On control 1, I have target intimidation, which will stun the focus target. Control 2, which stuns arena 1. Control 3 is arena 2. Control 4 is arena 3. And then shift A is the target. I have a very similar layout for my kicks as well, with E being my target, Shift E being my focus, Shift R being arena 1, Control E being arena 2, and Control R being arena 3. There are some other important keybinds which you will need, and that is a Roar Sacrifice and a Roar Sacrifice for yourself. The same with Master's Call. You can also have it so that you have a Roar Sacrifice for yourself for Party 1 and Party 2, and the same with Master's Call. However, I prefer to have arena targeting macros for your own team, as overall this will be slightly less keybinds, and also in the future if they add more things, for example a new variation of Roar of Sacrifice or Master's Call that you need to use on your own team, and if you're used to playing with the targeting macros, it will make it a lot easier to integrate, as you will not need to add any more keybinds. I have the Roar of Sacrifice bound to G, and then the Roar of Sacrifice on myself bound to Control G. This is so that if I need to do it on myself, it's very easy just to press Control. And same with Master's Call, I have it on T and then Shift T for myself. Other macros that I have, which are very useful, is a Focus Tranquilizing Shot, which I have on Shift X. As a normal one, I have on Shift G, and there's not too much difference between these keybinds, and they're relatively easy to press. I then have Spider Sting on Z and Focus Spider Sting on Shift Z. This is a very easy transition between the two, and it's easy to learn. I then have Scare Beast on Control F and Target Scare Beast on Control C. These again are relatively close together, so there's not too much difference of where my hand needs to be. And then I have Hunter's Mark on 6 for my main target and Shift 6 for my focus target. Finally, I also have Concussive Shot on mouse button 4 and then Focus Concussive Shot on Shift mouse button 4. The only other macros which I use are one for Cobra Shot, one for Barb Shot, one for Kill Command, one for Door of Shadows, and one for Flayed Shot. However, the Flayed Shot one isn't used all the time, just sometimes. The Cobra Shot one will just cancel Turtle. Same with the Barb Shot one. The Kill Command one is slightly different, as it will make my pet attack the target, it will dash towards the target, and then it will use its Bite, Claw, or Smack, which is the basic pet attacks. The one for Door of Shadows is a Cursor macro, so it will just do wherever I put my cursor, and then I'll use it. And then the one I have for Flayed Shot is rather special. However, I use it against mainly other hunters that have pets, as it will put the Flayed Shot on their pet. As if you put it on a BM hunter, for example, they'll just be able to feign death it off, meaning you won't get many killshot procs, and it will be basically useless. I have it for Arena 1, Arena 2, and Arena 3, based on which position the hunter is in the arena. Something important to take in note when making keybinds and macros is that you should take into account what's comfortable for you. For example, I don't like using the alt modifier, and therefore I don't use it at all, I just use control and shift. You should also try and make the buttons easy to press, and you use the ones that you press the most on the easiest to reach keys. So for example, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, G, and E as my easiest keybinds to press, as these are the ones that I'll be using most commonly and I'll need to react the fastest to when I have to press them. And when laying out the bars, you should try and have stuff that you need to see all in one place. So here, for example, I can see the cooldown of my Roar of Sacrifice, the cooldown of my Trap, the cooldown of my Beast of Wrath and my Aspect, as well as the cooldown of Feign Death. This is very important, as I need to know when these are ready, so that I can judge what I'm going to do next. And then for keybinds which I use less, or don't need to actually see when they're off cooldown, so the focusing ones, the stun ones, as I know I'll have them every other trap, more or less, my mount, as well as my camouflage and my men pet. These are on the other bar, as I can still look at them sometimes, however I don't constantly need to be aware of them. When you're trying to learn new keybinds, you will definitely lose games due to either kicking the wrong target, focusing the wrong enemy, sacking yourself instead of your healer, same with the freedom, or you just might forget to use some of the binds as they're new and you haven't had keys bound there before. You shouldn't get frustrated about this though, as it will happen, and if you take the time to properly learn your keybinds, then it'll make you a lot better in the long term, and this can help you achieve higher ratings. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you found it useful and that you enjoyed the video. Down below I will link my Discord server where you can find the macros that I use. Also, stay tuned, as hopefully this week I shall be releasing a video showcasing a new website where you can find partners for either Arena or RBG.